Okay, this is our first full day on the hard. As you saw, we got all the grinding done on the damaged side on the port side, where there had been a repair and there was some pock marks in there, or some pimples. So we've ground all that out down to good glass, and same with the rudder. It's kind of a mess, so we're gonna rebuild that sucker. We've ground it down to bare, and now we're just cleaning up tools at the end of the day. We got 4 of the seacocks and through hulls out, and
5 more to go.
only 5 more to go. So
We're getting there.
yeah,
Almost done.
almost done.
Yeah.
The hard part is just access to them.
It is.
Honestly, and so we started from the front of the boat and working our way back to the stern, and the ones towards the front were
Easier. Yes.
And as we get closer to the engine bay, they get progressively harder to get to.
Yeah,
so
they're kind of hidden away under things, and
they're going to be a challenge to reinstall. Like everything about it's a challenge. So,
but someone got it in.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it out, and we're gonna put it back in again.
Yeah.
So
I can barely hold this sucker up.
it's been a long day.
Hi, we're Josh and Tamara, and this is our 46-foot Hunter sailboat Honu time. We're a couple of Canadians that traded land life to be full-time cruisers.
This is fun stuff.
Over the past year, we've been working tirelessly to get her shipshape and ready for new adventures with warm crystal blue water. Join us every Friday as we bring our O1 boat back to the 21st century and have a lot of fun along the way. Thanks for being a part of the journey.
Morning. We slept good last night. We're tired. So we've got everything up to midship pulled for through hulls and seacocks, and now I'm working at the business end of the boat. It's where the generator and the engine are, but you can see how tight it is. So I'm trying to figure out how to disassemble the cabinet that goes around the generator, because down in there is where our strainers and seacocks are, and there's just not enough room to work or even get them out on either side. So if I can get this cabinet apart, which feels like it was built before the hull was, if I can pull it out without damaging it, get it out of the way, that'll give me tons of room to get in here. We can actually access the other side where the engine strainer and seacock is, so we can pull it up over the exhaust hose and the drive shaft and bring it out this hole. There's no access on that side. The stringers run right along the edge of it, so that's what I'm working on this morning.
Always a puzzle.
It's always a puzzle.
But you know what? You're going to be so intimate with our boat when you're done.
Oh, I already am.
Back at it.
Wrecking it.
What? Is it stuck at the top? Looks like there's a screw on the top.
No, this is wedged under here.
There we go. The moment of truth.
Yes.
That only took forever.
1 hour.
1 hour, that's all it is. Everything's just 1 hour.
Yep. Yeah, we got some access.
Ooh. Kind of panel to me.
Yeah, it won't take long.
So now that we have some new floorboards open, I'm going to take the time right now to get a lot of this stuff cleaned that we haven't been able to get to before, which is what we're working on, and then going to start on all of these hose clamps so we can separate it from all the through holes and from the sea strainers. Get those guys out, and then that'll be the end of it. So we've got 5 more to go. We should have those done fairly quickly. We kind of got it all figured out now. Josh is grinding down below, so time to get to work. right, so we've taken the other side of the boat completely apart to get the sink hose out.
That's metal, isn't it?
I don't know, I can't, doesn't look like it.
Well, I can see metal shavings.
Okay then, I guess it is. I don't see it.
But that's okay too. I can just, we're replacing all of it.
We're just gonna peel it off.
Yeah. See that big screwdriver, please?
Last one, it's so exciting. There she goes.
Okay, she's off.
And off. Still have to grind that one?
Yeah.
All right. I'll work on the
Okay.
peel on the bottom.
Okay, I'll go start grinding. When I grind it, as soon as it's hot, it starts melting out.
Yeah.
That's the best time to pop it. So.
All right, just give me a yell.
Yeah. As soon as
Okay.
it pops off, it'll just slip right out and the PL's all soft. Last one done. What a mess. Look at the boat. It's a mess. But it's getting cleaner. But it's a mess.
It's a mess.
But
We found a new hatch to clean, so that's fun.
Yep. Now there, we haven't been into the boat yet, which is crazy to think that there's any left. There is, and we did it.
But
Okay.
the good news is all of the seacocks are done.
All the through hulls and seacocks are cut out, yep.
So now it's time to start ordering stuff to put our boat back together again.
Yep, and get on to some other projects while we wait for those parts to come in.
Yeah, but we're gonna have some new hoses that needed to be replaced as well, and
Might as well, we're in
things
here.
that need to get finished.
We found some delamination in our rudder after we pulled it out, so we've stripped it down. We peeled all of the outer layers of fiberglass off. I found a repair that had been done previously, and so I cut it out. It's dry in there, it looks all good, but I'm trying to deal with all the failure. So I'm actually gonna start chiseling it out where the foam is inside. I'm gonna make a replacement board that we're gonna stick in. We're gonna use West System to beef it up, and then I'm gonna go around and start building it up. So in the end, we're probably gonna have an extra about 4 or 5 layers of heavy matte fiberglass on the leading edge of the rudder. Everywhere that there's a crack, I'm gonna start filling that with West System and glass as well. We'll sand it down, then we're gonna do a whole coat of, or wrap of fiberglass and West System on it, and then ferret, and then barrier paint, and then top coat it. So it all in all looks like it's in really good shape. It just has some areas that had failed from a previous repair, much like the stuff we found on the side. Everything's down to solid fiberglass. I'm not worried about any damage or anything like that internally. It's more just beef it up and make it really strong. And I think when I'm done, it should be considerably stronger than it was before.
Good morning, everyone. As you can hear, it's Monday morning in the boatyard, and everybody is busy getting at it and getting her done. Today, this is my job. It is time to start doing the sanding on the bottom of the hull, getting rid of all of these guys here, and just kind of feathering it all in together so that we can go ahead and lay some more bottom paint on it and get her all fixed up and ready to go. So I got my mask, so I'm not breathing this crap in, and hopefully I won't turn into a Smurf. Let's see. Pretty good so far. I've got finished finished up to the prop here and just the half of the back of it, but I just want to show you the difference. So this part's all done. You can see this part still has all the barnacles on it. That's what I'm kind of getting off, but it's coming out really, really good, and it's not that difficult. So, I mean, mind you, my hands are going completely numb and my shoulders are killing me, and we got a lot of boat left. I think I've got maybe 1/8 of it done so far, but as it stands right now, it's not too bad, and we're just trucking along.
So we're gonna beef up the whole front of our rudder so it's like bomb proof. But what I'm thinking we're gonna build it up as we go back. So I want to put one, probably we'll go back 1.5 inches, 2 inches on either side. Then it'll wrap around and we'll pull it in, and we'll glass that one in first, and then we'll do another one over it and we'll feather it back. So we'll work our way back in a taper. But this is already really fat right in here, so it's really kind of right up the middle. We want to beef it up here. So we're going to work on that. We're going to lay some glass in here. This is actually all really strong and nice. But there's a patch here to do, so we'll glass this in, glass that, and then we're going to do a couple little glass pieces along this. And then once that's done, then we can start doing the whole thing.
So it's fiberglass time.
Fiberglass time.
So fun.
And the best part is this is structurally really good. We cut it out, we checked it all out, it's solid. I'm not worried about that, it's just we want to keep it that way. So we're going to reshape it a bit so it's nice and smooth, has a good flow, like a hydrodynamic flow, and looks better, and just make sure that it's beefy enough so it can withstand being back in the water for another 3-4 years.
20
years.
There you go.
Yeah. Being careful not to pull it out of shape.
Do not pull.
Well, it already has been this patch of glass, but
yeah. We're painting on the first layer of resin, and then we're going to put a fiberglass sheet over this entire area to make sure it's nice and strong and thoroughly protected, so we don't have any more issues with the water leaking in from this original patch that was done from the people previous to us. So that's happening now.
lots done today.
We did get lots done today.
Again.
Yeah.
First, all the patches, thickened epoxy, their cutouts, the repairs are all done in the rudder. First layer of fiberglass is on, covered in resin.
It's looking really good.
Yeah.
So we have to let it dry overnight and wait for all of the chemicals to cure and all that kind of stuff for the resin to harden. Then assess the situation tomorrow and start again.
Yeah, got our prop off. We can start searching for a new one.
And an eighth of the boat sanded.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
It's a busy day.
Yeah.
Now we have to clean up.
Yeah.
And this. And this.
Yes.
And get some showers.
Because we're so messy. Morning, everyone. We are on day 3 of the labor-intensive stuff. Working on the boat here.
The boat's been on the hard 5 days, or 3 days of being really stuck into it. So,
yeah.
So far we've removed all of our through hulls and seacocks, all of the brass work that goes through the hull. That's all done. We've ground out all of the blisters that were on the port side at the aft end, and have that part of the hull prepped for west system. We have ground down and fixed all of the flaws that we found in the rudder down to bare good fiberglass, replaced all of the chunks that we cut out.
Yeah, and have the first layer of fiberglass on the rudder. So
yeah,
and it cured last night, which is good. It worked out really well. We only have like one tiny blemish that we have to fix, and then it's going to be perfect to go with our build up and second layer after that.
Yep.
So it's rudder day today. There's a lot of dirt everywhere.
I just thought of something funny. So you got all this blue, and we're on the hard.
Yeah.
It's like Viagra.
Baby.
All joking aside, we got to get this job done, so we need to get to work.
On that note, yes.
Yeah.
All right, no more talking. We're at it.
Bye.
So here's our first layer of fiberglass on the rudder, and it turned out pretty good. We got this part built up just as we wanted to. It had quite an indent in there, so it's nice and solid and firm now. And then we got one solid sheet of glass over top of this whole repair here. So it looks pretty good. I mean, all in all, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Yep, so now we just have to prepare it for the second coat. So we're gonna give it a quick wash, and then, or sand over and then a quick wash.
No, wash then sand.
Wash, then sand, then wipe, and then it's time to start on the second layer.
Yep.
So we've got our epoxy in here and our fast hardener, and then a little bit of the thickener. We have a couple spots to build up on the rudder, and then we're going to start fiberglassing again. So we just got to stir this all in till it comes to like an icing sort of a paste, and then ready to rock and roll. So this is the consistency we're kind of looking for when we're doing the buildup in the hardener. It's a lot thinner than that when we're actually putting the fiberglass on it.
We just finished cleaning up after our third full day, right? And 5 layers of glass on that.
Yep.
And resin and stuff. She's beefy now.
Yeah, we just put one full layer of thick fiberglass on it, a complete wrap around it, so it's as sealed as it's going to get. And then we're going to put fairing on it tomorrow and be ready to rock and roll, then barrier coat and paint.
Yep.
So
we got most of the hull sanded. We got our prop off.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
So we figure we should be finishing up with those jobs by tomorrow, and we should be starting painting by Thursday.
Two more days we'll be
2 more days
putting
till
paint on.
And then on the following day, Friday, we should be doing our through hull. So it's happening, and it's going just as fast as we had hoped it was going to.
Yeah,
So
it'll probably be, I'm guessing 4 or 5 more days before we're actually back in the water.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be a safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, thanks for joining us on this crazy adventure of fixing our boat back up, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
How's my complexion?
It's beautiful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and continue leaving us comments because we're absolutely loving them. See you later, guys.
Bye.